What's up? What it do, cyber world? This is your girl, Ash Brown, and this is Ash Brown Uncensored. On this program, I talk a little bit about everything. It may be pop culture related, but it's probably Ash Brown related. Okay, so this is something that I didn't think that I would be doing within the last 2 weeks is talking about music. What am I talking about? These rap battles. I mean, I'm excited, y'all. I'm excited because I think it's the end of Drake. Drake is not a lyricist. He's not a lyricist. And he decided to go after someone who it's their bread and butter. Someone who has been doing this for a while, but not only that, represents the U.S., represents California, and really just for the culture as a whole. Kendrick Lamar. Now, Drake has had his little diss tracks and his little subliminals the last couple of weeks. And everybody's like, oh my gosh, is Kendrick going to respond? And, I'm not too familiar with Kendrick's music. I only know like a couple of songs that he did. But, I'm an East Coast girl. That's the West Coast. And I know everybody listens to everything. But I never really paid attention to a lot of his music. Aware of him, yes, but not really really following his career. So I want to say like 2 weeks after Drake drops 2 diss tracks against Kendrick, Kendrick responds with Euphoria, I believe. And we're like, okay, Kendrick responded. Okay, what I'm saying? He, all right, he's nice on the mic. Okay, cool. So then Aubrey, we're going to call Drake Aubrey because that's his government. Aubrey then responds. And then Kendrick just starts going to town. Kendrick starts going to town and drops another diss track. Aubrey comes back with it. And then Kendrick drops another one. And then another one on top of that one. So I'm like, he's doing like a diss album now against Drake. And it's crazy because everything that Kendrick is talking about has been referenced through social media at some point. He talks about Drake being a pedophile. He talks about Drake and underage girls. He talks about Drake having a secret daughter that's 11. Like, stuff like that, but it's not like he's literally pulling out of the sky. He's pulling from actual things that can be verified. Meanwhile, Drake is just creating stories and just trying to create a narrative against Kendrick. But he should have just been quiet. He should have did like Quavo. Just fold quietly to yourself and start something else. Kendrick came out with fire. And I believe there's still a lot of more fire left in that cannon. The best thing that Drake can do now is just be quiet and just STFU. All right, just be quiet. Just shut up. Because Kendrick is showing why he is king. And lyricism versus performance. I'm sure Drake can give a full-on performance. He can do his little ditty, his little dance. No ditty. But he is not a strong lyricist. He's like Quavo. Quavo is not a strong lyricist. Nobody expected Chris Brown to answer Quavo in the manner in which he did. But Chris Brown is showing he's nice with it. He's nice with it. And Kendrick gave Drake a false sense of security. And when I say that, because he didn't answer him for like I said, like 2 weeks. He didn't answer, and people were questioning whether or not he would answer. What Drake did was he awakened the beast. He awakened the Kraken. And he is getting everything that he asked for. See, that's why you have to be very, very specific and very careful about what you ask for. Because what you ask for, you may indeed get. It may not be what you thought it would be, but you may indeed get it. So it's going to be very, very fascinating to see how this continues. Because honestly, Drake, I would just say, Drake, just apologize to Kendrick. Just apologize, say you sorry, say you just got caught up in the moment, and just let it be. Because at this rate, he's about to end your career, and you're going to have to open up a family bakery in Canada somewhere. I think that's really the only thing. It's like when your rap career ends, open you a bakery. You know what I'm saying? Everybody who don't like bakeries and sweet goods and stuff, everybody loves that stuff. There's always a need for a new bakery, a little coffee house. They make little croissants that look like little birds and shit. All of that is needed. It's needed. So if you're not going to apologize, you need to just go ahead and just don't be putting your name in any kind of battle with nobody, because nobody really respects you. That's really what I got from all of this and everything that Kendrick has shown light on. Nobody really respects Drake. I think they just tolerate him. And don't get me wrong, there have been some Drake songs that throughout the years I have bopped to. I ain't even gonna lie to you. He's got some bops, but he's not a lyricist. He's got some good songs. I wouldn't necessarily categorize him as a rapper, as a hip hop rapper. I wouldn't say that, because the songs that I remember him having and holding and being on top of things, a lot of the times those tracks and those songs, very pop-like, very much so pop. So, like I said, I think Drake should open a bakery. I think that's going to just solve everything. Open you a bakery, and at some point you can franchise it. Everyone knows who Drake is. It's not going to work. I don't know if Kendrick will let you franchise in the U.S., but you got all of Canada. You got all of Canada. But I think this is the end of the road for Drake. And then they brought up all that stuff about Millie Bobby Brown. I forgot about that. I totally forgot about it. And people just accepted it and just moved on and swept it under the rug. The man was in his 30s. He was like 32 and the girl was 14. What does a 32-year-old and a 14-year-old talk about? Why do y'all need to be in communication? Just saying. Like I said, open you a bakery, start out small. You can branch out, maybe even incorporate some of your music in there. You know what I'm saying? Some of them gold records and things. Have that be like the decor, the background of that new bakery, that new coffee house. I think it'll work out for you. A lot better than this rap stuff. Because you wasn't really prepared for what Kendrick, like, honestly, I wasn't even prepared. I didn't know Kendrick was nice with it, like, on the mic like that. I didn't know. And I've been following hip hop, since I was a kid. I ain't never seen somebody come for somebody like this. And he still got ammunition. He still got stuff to unleash. So I think it's time you apologize, back away from the table, just keep pushing. That's my takeaway from it, y'all. I'll holler at y'all later.